In today's digital world full of expenditures, financial management is an art. Different socioeconomic people spend money on different things based on their interests and choices. People who are less fortunate in terms of money tend to make similar mistakes in life, resulting in their continued state of poverty. So, in this unfortunate situation, how can we save some bucks to get financial freedom resulting in a tensionless future? Join us today as we're going to highlight some of the very common mistakes keeping you poor throughout your whole life. Number 10. Credit cards. Undoubtedly, credit cards are a great way to pay for an emergency if you can handle the payments and pay the amount off sooner. But in most cases, it becomes complex for people. Like if you use a credit card for purchases, you'll usually overspend. In addition, banks also charge a fee for deposits and transactions. Ultimately, the amount you have in your bank account is essentially losing its value due to declining economies and currency devaluation.
If you can't communicate, somebody says, it's like winking at a girl in the dark. Nothing happens, basically. And you have to be able to get forth your ideas. And that's relatively easy. I did it myself with the Dale Carnegie course. Some people wish I'd taken a shorter course now in terms of my talking later on. But it's just hugely important. And if you invest in yourself, nobody can take it away from you.
Number 9. Glam Beautification. We are living a social media influenced life. Poor people get caught up in the quicksand and start spending money just to copy the lifestyle of influencers. It's rightly said that if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. Clubbing is also a way to overspend. Wannabes generally like to imitate the elite and spend the money they should be saving in clubs. Shopping centers and online stores know how to catch the eye by brainwashing potential buyers and earning. So, people who buy products just for the sake of buying without considering their needs versus their wants also remain poor. Similarly, people hoard food items thinking they will consume in a week or month and end up wasting large quantities of them.
A very high percentage of the time, stocks are in what I call a zone of reasonableness. This is not something, we all know that pi is 3.14159, and little kids can sometimes give it out to hundreds of decimal places. But the stock market's not like that. There's a range of reasonableness, and most of the time throughout my lifetime, it's sold in the range of reasonableness. That range changes over time as earnings accumulate and interest rates change and all that sort of thing. There's only been about 5 times in my life, I think, that I've actually spoken out publicly to say it was outside the range in one direction or another.
Number 8. Impulse buying. Shopping centers and online stores have a whole science behind how to catch the eye of the potential buyer and how to make them spend money on our product. People who buy products just for the sake of buying without considering their needs versus wants always remain poor. Companies advertise their products in a way that brainwashes you into believing that you need this thing in your life. But in reality, you are better off without giving them a chunk of your hard-earned money. Number 7. Diet plans and unnecessary fitness products. Companies hire professional fitness trainers to promote their products, promising miraculous results on the body. Unfortunately, you can't use the product and expect that fitness level in a short time. It's all about fixing your mindset before the actual body fixing. Not everything shown in teleshopping ads is worth your money. You are better off without spending your money on these scams. Number 6. Game and in-app purchases. Poor financial managers waste their money on purchases in online gaming when they face life shortages or want the latest ammunition, etc. A survey showed that 70% of Fortnite players spend money for a better gaming experience. Candy Crush founders are making millions of dollars through their app. In this case, time is wasted more than money, and as they say, time is itself money. Number 5. Homes that are expensive. Buying a house is one of the most exciting days of your life. It's a place you go every day for comfort, leisure, and the safest building you've ever seen. As a result, you spend months looking for the ideal property. You require enough room for a family and must ensure that you have your own place. You have certain kitchen, living room requirements, and other elements. But some people just love to dream of a bigger and more luxurious house, which isn't a necessity at all. Yes, cramming 5 people into a toilet in the morning is stressful, but when you live within your means, you will stay out of debt and avoid squandering money. Number 4. Keeping up with the latest tech releases. People who like to run the rat race of owning the latest versions of tech supplies face difficulty creating assets. They're constantly spending away their earnings instead of investing. You have to accept that you don't need a big screen television to enjoy watching TV or own the latest release smartphone to be better connected to the world. It's all about smart financial planning. Number 3. Smoking/vaping. Addictions are like blood-sucking parasites. You think that you're only spending, let's say, $6 a day on a pack of cigarettes, which seems harmless, right? But if you accumulate that total expenditure on vapes and cigarettes for a month, the amount becomes a whopping $200, which is a big blow to your pocket. In some cases, where two people in a relationship are smokers, one partner is technically spending a month's earnings just to purchase their cigarette or vape supply.
If you own Berkshire stock, you're automatically saving because we retain earnings and your indirect interest in those retained earnings is a form of saving. So you can spend every dollar of your income that comes in the other way, and if you own Berkshire, you are net saving, which is a practice I've now been following for 43 years.
Number 2. Ignore health issues. One of the most common mistakes poor people make is disregarding their health because they can't afford health insurance, a doctor's bill, or glasses. The concern is that when you neglect health concerns, they become considerably more serious and expensive. Ignoring your poor health, whatever the cause, will not make it go away. You should get your finances in order as much as possible before focusing on the task at hand, which is getting yourself to the doctor, so you don't wind up with a hefty hospital bill or surgery later. Number 1. Spiritual items, good luck charms. When you're poor and trying to make money, you'll do almost anything. In fact, you're undoubtedly aware of the sorts of products you've squandered money on, such as a good luck charm that was intended to bring you financial luck. You usually realize that these products won't benefit you as much as they claim, yet you hope for a miracle, which is a pure waste of money with no benefits in the real world. Instead, you need to understand that you should do something to make money and ultimately grow rich. So what do you think of these common mistakes? Are you doing any of these? This compilation indeed pushes us to scratch our heads and think of ways to avoid these mistakes. Tell us what you think in the comments section below. Hit the like button if you liked the video. And if you're new to our channel, please consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our new uploads. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.